2022 ADMA paper 2 question 9. In the following diagram, part of the curve y squared plus x squared is equal to 2 and the line y is equal to x meets at the point A. Find the coordinates of A. So we can quickly find the coordinates of A by solving the two equations simultaneously. We have x squared plus y squared is equal to 2 and y is equal to x. Solving these two equations simultaneously, we have x squared plus this is x squared, which is equal to 2. This plus this will be 2x squared is equal to 2. Dividing both sides by 2, we have x squared is equal to 1. And then taking the square roots of both sides and remembering that we are on the positive x-axis side, x here will be equal to 1. And then to find the y coordinates, you can just substitute your x there, so that means y is 1, and hence the coordinates of A are 1, 1, and we are done. And then find the volume obtained by rotating the shaded region through 360 degrees about the x-axis. So to find the volume obtained after rotating the shaded region about the x-axis, we can find the volume obtained after rotating the straight line. So this will be some sort of a coin, a cone. And then this one here, when rotated, you get something like a ball. So to find the volume of this, remember volume is given by the definite integral from a to b of y squared differentiated with respect to x. So we need the limits of integration from here to there. We already know what these coordinates are because we know that this is 1, 1. So the x coordinates there will be a 1. And then from here to there, we don't know what the x coordinates are for that. But we know that y is 0, so we can find these coordinates. So we have y squared plus x squared is equal to 2. And then we know that this point is something like this in general. So y is 0. And then if you take the square root of both sides, you have x is equal to the square root of 2. So you may not need the negative square root, considering the fact that we're on the positive x-axis side. So you can either use this as it is as the square root of 2, or you can use the approximate value of the square root of 2, which is this from your calculator. So to avoid confusions, considering the fact that we don't look at radians in our syllabus, we don't look at radicals in our syllabus, I'll use the calculator value so that I can accommodate a lot of you. So the volume will therefore be V is equal to pi, the integral from 0 to 1 of the function. The function here is a straight line, which is x. Of course, it has to be squared, dx, then plus the other side there, which is pi. So for this one, we are starting from 0, actually from 1, all the way to the square root of 2, which is approximately 1.414. And then the function here is, you can just make y the subject of the formula. Actually, let's make y squared the subject of the formula, because we have y squared here. If you decide to make y, then you have to square it. If you decide to make y squared, then you just get it as it is. So we have 2 minus x squared dx. And then v will be equal to pi when you integrate x squared, you have x cubed 1 over 3. Then you integrated from 1 to 2 to 1, 0 to 1, plus pi. You integrate this, you have 2x minus, this one will be 1 over 3 x to the power 3 from 1 to 1.414. And then v will be, when you substitute the 1 there, you simply have 1 over 3 pi. You substitute the 0, you have a 0. And then plus pi. In the brackets, you have 2 times 1.414 minus 1 over 3 multiplied by 1.414 cubed. So minus the 1 values. So this will be 2 times x is just a 2. And then 1 to the power 3 is still a 1. So we can just write this. And then this will be 1 over 3 pi plus pi. So let's work this one out on our calculator. So we have 2 times 1.414 minus 1.414 to the power 3 divided by 3. So this one is giving us 1.8856 minus, this times this is 6 minus that, we have 5 over 3. So this is like minus 1 over 3. So in fraction, in decimals, we have 1.6667 like this. And then, of course, this one will be 0.3333 pi. Let's just use decimals. And then we can have 1.8856 minus this. So this is plus 0.2189 pi. And then now let's add these two. So this plus 0.33333, this will give us V as 0.5522, pi. And then since this is volume, we can have units cubed. And then since we have a pi there and we're using decimals, I think it's much better to say 0.55 multiplied by 23 multiplied by pi, which is this. So that means our volume is 1.7351 units cubed. So you can write the final answer correct to 3 decimal places, 3 significant figures. So this will be a 4. Then you are done.